Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Habari Live, where we keep you updated on the news, sports, and entertainment throughout the week. Like always, we are all the way live from Paradise Valley in Phoenix, Arizona. Let's get it going. We got this episode, we have a journalist, very special guest, a journalist in the house, Natyshca Pickett, who is the owner of Arizona Coffee magazine and website. Let's welcome her to the house. How you doing? Thank you for coming.
I'm doing well. Thank you guys for having me.
Nah, it's nothing, man. We love to have people that's making a difference out here in the building. You know what I'm saying? People we can be inspired by, and you're definitely an inspiration out here making magazines. By your, she, she's doing this. I mean, look at this, man. It's beautiful. I mean, somebody is out here doing this, man, representing for the culture, man. Look at this. This is what it's about, man. I mean, people are putting in the hard work and dedication, and still doing your 9 to 5 too,
Yes.
and helping kids and interns and doing all your other things that you have going on in life. It's pretty amazing, and we want to thank you off tops for coming in and showing us everything and giving us some love. Where are you from, and what brought you to Arizona? Are you a native?
I am not a native. I am not a native. I've actually been in Arizona for 16 years from Chicago.
Okay,
Yeah.
Chicago.
I
But, hey,
came, right after I graduated undergrad.
wow.
Got my degree in journalism.
So did you come out here for school?
Kind of, sort of. You can
Mhm.
say that. And then I kind of went off track and did my own thing.
Right.
But yeah, I came out here. I had a cousin that lived here.
Oh, okay.
And I came to visit one year, and it was during December. And I got tricked.
Yes, you did.
Because the weather was beautiful. It
It's
was
so
70
beautiful.
degrees.
Yeah, it's so beautiful in the winter.
And then I moved in June.
Oh, and you was like, what the hell?
And yes, it was
She
horrible.
picked the wrong time to move. That's all that
You
was.
can't move nothing in June. My homie Nico, he's moving right now. Good luck. I told him that.
Hey, it's better than moving in the middle of June.
It don't matter. It's hot.
Yeah.
It's hot.
It's hot. This is the first place I've lived in. I seen people moving at night. What they doing, dog? You thinking they robbing somebody?
Oh,
It's hot. We
It makes
moving at
sense,
night.
though.
Yeah,
It does. When the sun go down, that's
Yeah.
when you want to.
right.
Hey,
Yeah.
Seeing people actually moving their furniture at nighttime. Like, what's going on? Yeah. Wait till that sun go down.
Yeah.
Man. But that's crazy. Illinois. I'm from Illinois myself. So
Oh,
you know,
cool.
yeah, don't roll your eyes. You know what I'm saying? You gotta represent, man. Illinois in the house. But that's dope. And what did you go to school? End up going to school?
I did. So I went to Lewis University in Illinois for
Okay.
journalism.
Okay.
And it's interesting how I got into it. I had a teacher in high school
Mhm.
who was like, Natyshca, you're a really good writer. And I think you need to like put it on a different platform. At first I was like, whatever. I was just writing school papers, right?
Right.
So I'm thinking, what is she talking about?
Mhm.
Well, she went to talk to my the high school journalism teacher at the time to get me on the newspaper.
Wow.
And they ended up putting me on the newspaper. So from
Okay.
junior year to senior year in high school, I was writing for the school paper.
Wow.
And then from there, I was inspired to go ahead and pursue that in college.
Mhm.
So my 4 years in journalism, I was on a paper. Started as a staff writer, worked my way up to editor.
Wow.
And then I graduated. I was excited. I was ready to go.
Mhm.
Moved to Arizona, and I could not find a job in journalism.
Mm.
I could not get into the field. For one, it wasn't common out here
Right.
to see young Black people in journalism.
Yeah.
So I went to grad school because I figured, well, if I went back to school, got a degree in education, I could become a teacher.
Right.
I could find a job.
Mhm.
And that's what I did. I became a teacher. I did that for about 5 years, but that wasn't really my passion.
Right.
So I kind of went back into freelance writing and just started writing for smaller platforms just so I could build up my portfolio.
Mhm.
And then from there, it just kind of happened. The pandemic is actually how Arizona Coffee was birthed.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, that's pretty tough. I mean, because that was a tough situation. Did you have any struggles that you had to go through COVID, or you just put your head down and got to work?
There were no struggles. I
Mhm.
was with my husband and our kids, right? So I was like, I needed an outlet from them.
Right.
I needed a way to get away.
Right.
So I just put myself into the magazine to kind of get a break.
Man.
Because when you're in the home with people for so long every day.
Oh yeah. Best believe I know.
Not anymore. I've been gone for the last.
We ain't even talking about you.
Oh, okay.
But it actually came.
Wait. Oh, I get it now.
Slow.
Sorry.
But Arizona Coffee was birthed after the death of Ahmaud Arbery and
Mm,
right before George Floyd.
okay.
And it came about because I just got tired of seeing images of us in the media.
Right.
And like when they were talking about the death of Ahmaud Arbery, the first thing they brought up was his
Negative.
criminal record.
Negative. Right.
Instead of just saying this man was minding his business and he was
Mhm.
killed.
Definitely.
And so I said there has to be a way for us to change our narrative
That's
and
real.
tell our own stories
That's
because
real.
obviously they don't care about who we are.
Mhm.
And so when I made the decision to create Arizona Coffee, it was literally with the mind of creating positive images in the Black community.
That's real.
And
that's
so
what it's about.
that's how it happened.
That's what it's about. Because we need them. I fight with people all the time. They want to argue with me about the connotations that's connected to rap and the images with hip hop and what it does to our community. Because I think that all these negative images that we've been seeing for 30, 40 years, it has an effect. Now we want to say that these people are pushing it on it, but we're the ones that's making the music, buying the music, and putting them to the top. And then white people come and make them superstars. But we the ones that take them to that level. The white people take them to the next level. You know what I mean? We're building them up.
Yeah.
And they're criminals. Look at all these people, how they just went to jail. And for RICO and gang putting in hits on people. Like, man, why didn't you just make music?
Right.
What is going on? So, that's why I love things like this, because we have to do something to change our narrative. We can't depend on them. We can't hope that they're going to do the right thing because 300-400, they haven't. So they're not going to.
Right.
So we have to start our own. Just like I said, that's why I'm doing Habari Entertainment, because I look at it like where we get our news from. CNN, Fox. None of these have black faces. They have black people on them. They have black journalists. I'm not saying that there's no black journalists, but these are not ran by companies that are black owned. And we don't have our own strong, independent news source in America. And we was hoping the guy that owned the Jaguars was going to do that. And he decided he didn't want to. So we have to build it ourselves. You know what I mean? And we're going to figure it out. That's how I look at it. I mean, we all come together, whatever we have to do. It's going to work out. And what you're doing is a first step in the right direction for everyone. And for people to see and read something is great. And it's really well put together. Who designed it? Are you designed it all? And you doing all the...
So I did it all. Like, my husband is a designer. He's a graphic designer, but
Okay.
he's literally just giving me free reign to just do
Wow.
my own thing. He kind of just gives me tips here and there.
Mm-hmm.
But as for the most part, I put it all together myself.
Wow, man. It's amazing. Did you have any artistic background, or are you just going off your visuals, what you like? And
Yep, and trying to remember what I learned in college, because we had to do the layout for the newspaper.
Right.
So just trying to remember those skills, and it was hard because, of course, the systems they used then is definitely not what's out now.
Right.
So just trying to go off of memory and then picking things from different magazines that I like and don't like, and just kind of applying it. Yeah.
Wow. Hey, make sure you go and check this out. Coffea.
Yeah,
Coffee.
Coffee.
It's Coffea, but it's still pronounced coffee. And it's Arizona Coffee. And what's the website is arizonacoffee.com, right?
Yes, it is.
Check out the website. It's very informative.
Actually, I'm sorry. It's AZ Coffee.
AZ
so
Coffee.
AZCOFFEA.
Okay. AZ Coffee. Make sure you check that out, and check out the articles. She has a beautiful site. It's really well put together. I really liked it. And make sure you check that out. Let's go take a quick break, man. We're going to be back with Natyshca Pickett, and we'll get some more information on her. Let's run a quick commercial for
Habari Entertainment Films present There's Only One Name for News with Damon and Iesha. Habari Live Podcast. Habari Entertainment. A race against time. on a quest for glory. Habari News Weekly, HabariEntertainment.com. Catch us for more. Visit us, HabariEntertainment.com.
Welcome back. We have Miss Pickett in the house, Arizona Coffee. Let's talk about a little bit on how did you get the magazine started, and what was your first? How did it feel to get your first issue, and what was the story to getting everything going?
So, as I stated earlier, in college, it was always my dream to work for Essence magazine, right? Because I'm a journalist.
Right.
And one of the things I always wanted to do was write for Essence.
Mm-hmm.
I have tried so many times to get with Essence, and I could not get with Essence.
Wow.
So one day I was just sitting here, of course, during the pandemic, because I had too much free time. And I was like, I need to figure out what to do. How can I get a magazine started?
Mm-hmm.
So I just started researching it. Like literally, I just went to Google.
Right.
And I just typed in how to start a magazine.
Mm-hmm.
And I found different articles and resources, and I just kind of pulled from all of those and put it together.
Wow.
And I used InDesign, Adobe InDesign, and then I
Wow.
just kind of went from there.
Wow.
And just start plugging and playing and putting everything in. And if it didn't look right, I just did it. One thing that I learned is that if you're going to start something, you need to start. Don't wait until it's perfect.
Don't do it.
Because you can perfect it as you go along.
Yep. Just get it started.
Yeah. And
Just,
so
if you wait, you're going to procrastinate.
Yep.
And it's going to keep you from getting it started just because you want it to be so perfect.
Yeah. And I tell the story because it took me 14 years before
Wow.
I even published my magazine, because I've always had the vision to create my own.
But you was waiting until it was perfect.
Yep. And I was
14
scared.
years, right.
I was scared. I didn't believe in myself. I didn't have the confidence to know that I could do it.
Mm-hmm.
So my first issue, it was rough.
Right.
It was rough. But I did it.
Right.
And then I just got better. And here we are. We're about to be on issue 14.
Mm-hmm.
And it's getting better each time I do it.
Right.
So
that's what it's about, man. And you printed it all yourself, and you doing all the printing and everything yourself?
So I actually have a third-party printer.
Okay.
They're overseas. I found a company that worked with my numbers, and
that's what it's about.
Yeah,
because
they do it.
Because it's sometimes the numbers don't work for you, so you get kind of hurt because you're like, oh, I can't afford to do this, and it can be very tough to find someone to meet with your prices and what you have. But it's pretty dope, man. I think that they're doing a good job for what you're paying. I don't know, but they're doing a good job. They really are. I mean, because it looks like it's really, really expensive and a really nice magazine that you'll see from one of the top Essence or something like that. It has that feel to it, and it has the glossy paper and everything. I talk to a lot of people about this because I know people who do their comic books, and they come out trying to do the printing, and I know how hard it is to try to get this together like this. And, I really think it looks really, really good.
Thank you. And what's funny is when I first started out, I didn't have this size. I had like a small little, it was like a pamphlet looking, because I just wanted something different.
Right.
And then one day someone said, why don't you make it bigger? I was like, I mean, I guess. And when I started making it bigger, I was like, well, duh. I should have done this from the beginning.
Right. Did it cost you a lot?
But it was,
did it cost you
because
a lot
of
more?
the cost.
Yeah.
So
Definitely.
I was trying to be efficient, but I realized that sometimes you just have to make those sacrifices.
Yep.
So.
Yep. And hey, we're gonna make sure we do everything to represent Arizona Coffee from here on out, because you are amazing, and I've heard nothing but good things about you, and before I even met you, so it's pretty dope. And I want to give a shout out to my homie Moabi, who was also talking good things about you. And he's definitely a person who watches, and and he's a great artist, dope singer. You know what I mean? So we definitely want to send a shout out to him. And what we got? You got anything you want to get into for the week?
For the week, I did have a local news story for the week. Give me just a second here.
While she's doing that,
What?
real quick, last night at my job, a dude from Guatemala walked in. He just got off the plane from Guatemala, and he was wearing an SIUE shirt, hat. And I was like, "Oh, you from there?" You know what I'm saying? And he was like, he didn't understand nothing I was saying. So like his peoples was like, "No, he just got off the plane," and I was like, from where? And he was like, Guatemala. I'm like, how y'all get to Edwardsville? All right.
SIUE
Yes.
Edwardsville. Wow.
Like
Of all the clothes
it
to
was
have.
it was a red hat with a silver E.
Wow.
Yeah, I was like,
He had no idea what that shit
at
was.
all.
Nobody else does either. So
Right. I don't. You know what it is, Iesha?
Mm-mm.
Nope.
And she's been there and don't know what it is.
It's what?
It's one of y'all
SIU.
colleges.
Southern Illinois.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Southern
Yeah.
Illinois University of
Illinois.
Edwardsville.
There's one in Edwardsville
Yeah.
and one in Carbondale.
Yeah.
Did you go to Lewis and Clark?
No, I didn't go to Lewis and
Oh,
Clark.
okay,
but I
just
went
Lewis.
to Lewis University.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm sure, like when you said that, I was like, Lewis. I know Lewis and
Yeah,
Clark.
no, I didn't go to that one. This
So
was
Lewis,
a small university.
it's northern.
Yeah, it's like right outside of Chicago. It's like
Okay.
probably about 45 minutes from the city.
Okay.
Home sweet home.
Small little area.
Mhm.
It was like it's in a city called Romeoville.
Never heard of
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
Wow.
But I got
Never heard
a
of
scholarship,
that.
so I mean,
Hey, that's dope.
I took the opportunity.
Yeah,
So.
and that's what we got to point people to, because I know sports and everybody wants to be a musician, but we have to start pointing our kids in different directions, like yourself,
Yeah.
journalism, photography. We have to give our kids options and letting them know that these things that they can do, that don't have to be rappers and they don't have to shake their ass online on videos and be a video vixen. We have options.
Yes, we
You know
have
what I mean?
options.
We have options to keep your clothes on.
Yes, we do.
And keep you out of jail.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So listen and watch these people who are doing good things in life, and stop watching all these people who are going to jail. We need to stop thinking that things are going to be different watching the same shit.
Yeah.
When we from the 90s been watching all these people, they all go to jail. So we have to start watching better influences, man, and paying attention to better people, man.
Yeah.
Because that's my focus.
No, that's
because
true.
I mean, look, we have great people like you who don't, you know what I mean? I know you want to play the background, but we need people to hear the story. You know what I mean? How somebody's making their own magazine and doing it and trying to do what they can to make a difference out here, and not just doing the same old thing. I'm gonna make a rap album. I'm gonna put out a hip hop song. Come on, man. There's other ways to reach people.
There are other ways, and unfortunately, when it comes to our students, they don't see that.
Right.
When I was teaching, I taught, and I purposely taught in low income schools out here in Phoenix, because I wanted representation is so important.
It's so important.
And so what I would do is I would wear college university shirts to my schools, so the students can see the different names. And it would be like Harvard, Yale, Georgetown, so that they can know that there's options for them. They have opportunities.
Yep.
When we had classroom, or I would have classroom chants, where basically it would be words of encouragement.
Right.
Like, we are mighty, we are powerful,
That's
we
real.
can do anything we put our minds to.
That's real.
Because I wanted my students, and I had kindergarten through 4th grade, so it starts when they're babies.
That's real.
But I needed them to understand that they were important.
Yep.
Because unfortunately, in our schools, they don't think our kids are important either. They don't. I've seen it firsthand.
Yeah. No, they're just tax dollars. You know, and that's what it is for them. It's about money. It becomes a job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? A teacher and maybe a person who becomes a principal, at first they get into everything and they probably have the mindset of helping.
Yeah.
But once you get into this environment, you get around all these people and they start pushing you, we need money, we trying to do this for money. You start getting that mind state of what they're doing.
Yeah.
You start getting too involved in what's going on in the mind state of the money, and it's just, you know, it's human nature, because that's the way it is. But we have to have people outside of that that's focused on trying to guide these kids, because they're too worried about money and finances, and they just get so stressed out and stretched to their limits.
Yeah.
It's a stressful job.
It is.
You know, and it's hard, because these parents, every parent has a different way they think that their child should be taught or treated, what they want the kid to learn. You know, it's different from every parent. It's hard. It's hard to be a teacher, and I do not envy their position at all. You know what I mean? At all. They don't make enough. They don't make enough, and the kids are too bad.
Exactly.
Way too bad.
But, you know, on to more positive things.
Okay.
This week, we are going to focus on community gardens in Arizona.
Okay.
Community gardens in Arizona promotes savings and health. The price of the fresh fruits and vegetables has jumped more than 8% since last year, and those numbers are expected to increase. In 2022, food at home prices are predicted to increase between 5 and 6%, whereas food away from home prices are predicted to increase between 5.5% and 6.5%, according to the USDA Food Prices Outlook for April of 2022.
Scary times, man.
However, in Arizona, municipalities and nonprofits have turned to community gardens as a way to revitalize certain parts of town while trying to address food insecurities. One of the community gardens, I know a few years ago we discussed, was it Project Roots?
With old girl, the
With
basketball
Bridget
player.
Pettis.
Yeah, Pettis.
Mm-hmm. But this week we're going to discuss Tiger Mountain Foundation, which you'll see there with the farmer and the lady. This is Tiger Mountain Foundation is a garden near 18th Street and Broadway, which gives food to people in need, and they also provide food to the food pantries. According to Darren Chapman, the community gardens can replace abandoned lots and make for a safer community. He also told ABC 15 during the interview that families can benefit from growing their own food because it's less expensive and it's healthier. And in addition to growing their own fruits and vegetables, the Tiger Mountain Foundation also teaches people how to grow their own gardens.
That's cool.
So I think that that's another way. Not only does it help with food insecurities, it helps with climate change also, because we're bringing back plants and greenery that's going to help pull some of that stuff out of the air.
Well, yeah, I mean, it's also always a good thing to garden. I mean, to have your own food, to be able to take care of your own food, to be able to cultivate and be able to learn how to live off the land is definitely something that's needed, man, because none of us fucking know how to do it. I mean, I know I don't. I can't grow shit. But I'll kill a plant in an instant. So we definitely need to learn these things, man. So I think it's dope that we
and to have them so they're becoming more of popular throughout the city.
Yeah.
So, and they're especially when it comes as parts of farmers markets, because that's where a lot of the local community gardens, that's where they go. They go to the farmers markets, and if you want to get something alternative to buying your produce at the grocery store,
right?
Farmers markets, and sometimes the farmers markets produce is a lot cheaper than the grocery store produce.
They also have, a lot of these places are starting to sell the ugly fruit, which I think is a good idea too, man. Because why are we wasting food? Because it's ugly. It's so dumb, dude. Just chop it up, man. What are we doing here? We have a lot of silly shit that we do in this country.
We're so picky.
It's ridiculous. No one cares. Who's gonna care? Oh, this pear is not perfect. I don't want to.
Especially if you're homeless and hungry, right, you gonna eat whatever is given to you, right?
I don't care.
Oh, it's got a bruise on it. I don't want this.
Get out of here.
Yeah.
But this episode of Habari Live is brought to you by Royal Elegance.
Royal Elegance presents Be Royal to the Royal in You, a day of crowning. Event is held on Saturday, June 4th, starting at 10:30 a.m. at the Peoria Community College. Ages 16 and up. Please get your tickets now at www.eventbrite.com.
Definitely. And we appreciate them for supporting us. And if you guys want to become a supporter, hit us up at info@habarientertainment.com. And we will definitely get you together with a marketing plan and ways we can help you to get your business out there at the same time. So I want to ask you, Ms. Pickett, what is your future for Arizona coffee? What do you see you doing for the future? What are your dreams?
So my overall goal is to eventually create a media platform, a media organization. The next project that I'm working on is actually a fashion magazine.
Okay.
So I am collaborating with Black designers, photographers, makeup artists, stylists all over like the country.
Definitely.
And it's to showcase their work
Mm.
because again, we don't have any black fashion magazines.
Real. Yeah, man.
And that came about from a conversation on Clubhouse that I was listening to when they were talking about how Ebony magazine is actually, I think they're trying to showcase more businesses.
Okay.
And someone said that's nice and all, but it would have been nice if it was like a Vogue for us.
Right. Right.
And that kind of just put like a light bulb.
Right. And you know what? I thought initially that's what Ebony magazine was supposed to be.
Exactly.
But it never panned out to be that because it started with Jet magazine.
Yep.
Jet magazine was supposed to be our Vogue.
Wow.
I mean, there was a lot of major
a lot of the major Black magazines don't even exist anymore.
No, they're not big.
There was a lot of major, I think models. I think Michael Jackson model for like Jet or Ebony, one of those.
Well, the thing is this that we're going away from our own clothing. I mean, we're not even pumping our own lines. One thing I did love about the 90s is we had pride in what we were doing and we wore our own lines and we were prideful about that. The 2000s, we saw everybody sell all their clothes away and they all sold out. I mean, I understand it's hard to run a company of that mass and to keep putting the clothes out, but you see what they did to our clothes. They just took it off the market. Now we're wearing their clothes again. Everybody's
and we're paying double the
Vuitton,
price,
exactly,
Gucci,
triple the price.
That's all we want to wear now. You know, we're not wearing.
We're spending whole paychecks just to buy a Gucci T-shirt or BB Simon's belt.
Right. I mean, that's what it is about now. I mean, it's ridiculous. I mean, I wish we would try to figure out the ways to go back to wearing black because when we did it, white people was wearing it.
Yeah,
I seen old ass men with rocker wear shirts on. You know what I'm saying?
And like baby fat jeans.
Right.
Yes.
For real. Yeah. We was running it. But what did they do? They all sold out and they took that shit off the market instantly because we was about to run it. The fashion market was ours and we let it go and let them
we are the trendsetters when it comes to fashion.
So we had our own fashions and we let that shit the power go and gave it to somebody else and then
then they just took all of our
they just took it out. They took it out the stores. You don't see it nowhere. Puffy, he sold his shit. It's gone. It's nowhere.
Done.
It was
FUBU gone.
Yeah, they took them all out.
Rockaware, Apple Bottoms, Baby Fat.
I think FUBU and them, they still own theirs. They own theirs still. It's just that we just don't.
You never see it. You don't see it.
People don't buy it. People don't want to buy FUBU anymore. They put it in the
retro.
They put it in you're whack for wearing FUBU now.
Right.
You get
laughed at.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Bullied.
I know.
Right. So now you get laughed at for wearing it. So
but
we
what I'm finding is with social media, the lovely thing about social media is you have all of these the young people, the younger, the Gen Zs, they're using their platforms to show their work.
That's real.
And it's interesting because now they're saying we're here. They're making purses.
Yeah.
They're creating their own sunglasses. Like they're taking what we allowed to die and they're using social media now as a way to sell it.
That's real.
And they're making money.
Yeah, they're doing well.
It's women on there that they go buy Nike shoes. They go buy the Air Force Ones and they will cut them bitches up and make purses out of them.
And create their own design.
Wow.
Yeah.
I have a friend in O'Fallon. He has his own clothing line.
Yes, a lot of cats that's doing their own clothing line.
And he's like my age. He has all of that. Like his name
Kanye has been a big influence on these cats. I can't.
I'm gonna find me a designer out here, and I'm gonna just go ahead. And
his ideas are bright.
Right. Just come on and just fix my whole wardrobe for me real quick.
Yeah, and that's what we need to start doing. We need to start going to our designers who we know are out here trying to make it,
real, man,
and have them design our stuff.
Let's go
and purchase their stuff and tell everyone about it.
We don't. I mean, we always talking about, man. I mean, I talked about this last week, I believe, when we were released from slavery. We all had to buy from each other, and we had to buy these things, and so we were able to be more self-efficient. Now that we have the ability to buy, outside of this, we are suffering.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We letting our own neighborhoods go down because we're buying outside of our own neighborhoods.
So,
Man, how dumb is that, man?
so
When our blocks look like shit and we're going to buy shit from other people and letting them live good instead of helping our own get better. We need to start rethinking what we're doing, man. We're spending our monies. If it is not helping our neighborhoods and our people, why am I putting our money there? Why are we giving our money to France and Germany and all these places? I mean, I wish I couldn't. I wish I could buy a black owned car. You know what I mean? I wish I could, because I would do it. But
We don't have any
we
black
don't
owned
have those
car
options.
manufacturers.
Yeah, I mean, let's go. Somebody got the money, man. Why we always bullshitting, waiting for somebody else? I get it. I'm making it. We gonna have the dip.
double entendre right there.
Right.
You see that?
Let's dip.
Double entendre right there.
It's gonna be in there.
I dip, you dip, we dip.
Right.
The double entendre right there. Yeah, I see you. Once a rapper, always a rapper right now.
We out of here.
All right.
Hey, give me some couple dollars, man. I'll build me whatever.
That double entendre right now.
But
there is a couple big clothing brands that I think are black owned. Like
what?
Ooh.
Who?
He can't even think of it.
What's it called? HCB. Wait, it's that the black owned colleges. They have their own clothing line. Like they have clothes and everything. And they.
I know this is a black line, Beaushock.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? They pretty dope.
They've been around for like a good 12, 15 years.
Yeah, they doing their thing.
Now.
I buy a couple things from them. You know, I like them. I just try to, help out, man.
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah. There's a young lady that I follow on Instagram, and she actually created something. It's in Harlem. It's called Harlem's Fashion Row.
Okay.
And what she does is she provides a platform for up and coming Black designers. As a matter of fact, Sergio Hudson, he is one that she brought under her wing and kind of put out there. He was the one that designed Michelle Obama's
that red outfit she wore.
And she was really big for getting Black designers.
Yeah.
All her dresses was
every single thing she wore while she was in office was a Black designer.
She put a lot of people on, man.
Yeah.
Best believe those people went to success.
And you best believe I want an outfit. I want that red outfit.
Yeah, man. Dude is successful off that.
I want that red outfit.
Yeah.
So what's now don't get on me for this because it's not my generation, but what's what's it called? Kangol or Kagol? The Kango, I guess, with the hat, the LL Cool J hats.
The Kangos.
Yeah,
was that black on or
no,
or just black people wore it?
Yeah,
just something that we wore. We made it fashionable.
We made it the shit. Nobody wore them. They were like golf hats.
Yep.
So like
old golfers.
Yep.
When I think of like,
gonna make it cool.
Yep, that's exactly what happened.
Yep. I sure used to have one. If you bust one right now, man, you would be.
People be busting the Kango bucket hats now.
That's what I'm saying. If you hit one right now, you would be different too. Man.
I don't know, but like lately,
you an Adidas tracksuit, Kango,
right? Look like you finna talk and rap. I'm fit. Go to the store. Oh, here looking like Run DMC.
That would be dope though.
Hey.
But I'm gonna get into a story real fast here. And any of these stories, if you have anything you want to put in onto it, you definitely can. We got the House Democrats. They called on the Supreme Court to defend abortion access. House Democrats, led by Speaker Nancy Pelosi, gathered on the steps of the U.S. Capitol facing the Supreme Court on Friday, calling for the justices to defend access to abortion on the eve of abortion rights protests in Washington and nationwide. It comes after unprecedented leak last week of a Supreme Court draft opinion that would overturn Roe v. Wade, followed by Senate Democrats' failure to codify abortion rights into federal law on Wednesday. Americans are marching and making their voices heard, Pelosi said. Public sentiment is everything. We will never stop fighting for patients and their health care. Man, I
leave my body alone.
Seriously.
This is just crazy, man. This is crazy.
You cannot tell me what I can and cannot do with
like
my body.
I can't believe we. It's so crazy, man.
If I want to have a child, I will have a child. If I do not want to have a
Oh
child,
yeah.
I will not have one.
For real. But anyway,
But
it's
that's literally what abortion, that's literally the argument.
I
Men
know,
are trying
we
to
know.
tell us,
we know.
no, you need to have that baby.
We know, babe. We understand. But my thing is just that we know this. We all knew this. We've been saying it for years that this was what they want to do.
Yep.
But we keep playing and we keep acting like voting
Don't matter.
doesn't fucking matter. These are the consequences, man, for letting that pussy Trump into. I hate to say it, man, but we shouldn't have let him in there. He shouldn't have been there. He shouldn't have been in there for 1 second. But everybody played around because they dislike Hillary Clinton, and they really and truly what it was is they didn't want a woman president.
Yep.
For real.
They did
A
not
lot
want a
of them
woman.
didn't want to see a woman, so they would rather run with racism than see a woman. And that was okay with them.
They don't want a
And
woman telling them what
Right,
to do.
exactly. And a lot of men was on that. People who bowed out, I can't vote, because it was a woman that they had to vote for. And they didn't want to see that. So we got a racist in there and a person who want to take us back to the dark ages. The first thing they do is get everybody that he put in there in the Supreme Court. He made sure they was against Roe vs. Wade.
Yep.
Because that's what they're on. That's what they want to do.
He made sure that anybody he appointed.
Right.
Exactly. First question that he asked him, what's your
right?
What you think about Roe vs. Wade?
And he said that, and then people said, "Oh, no, they're not going to do that." They all said that they're not. It's already settled. It's already settled. They're not going to do. Okay. Look at them.
2 years later,
they're going to do it. They have the power. They're going to do it. I mean, that's how I'm looking at it. They're going to do it, but the backlash is they're going to pay for it too. Do it if they want to.
I've been seeing
because it's going to be backlash.
Comments where people are now getting on board with there being more justices on the Supreme Court.
Because that's what's going to happen. It's going to be something's going to happen. You're going to pay for this.
Yeah.
It's not going to be just okay, y'all did it.
People are saying overturn Roe vs. Wade if you want to.
He can put more justices in
Watch we put more justices on there.
He can do it, and we can put it towards our side just because. That's how they do. That's how they play politics.
Yeah.
That's how Republicans play. You saw they didn't let Obama put his pick in there. They did everything they could
to keep him from having his nomination.
Every president has put a judge in there.
Especially if somebody has passed while they're in office.
Nah, do it. We gonna nah.
You gotta wait till the next president.
Yeah, block
a whole year.
Yeah, block the dude, Merrick Garland. We gonna block him. Nope, because they wanted this day, but they gonna pay for it. Let that shit go through, and the fact that even the threat of this is making people gonna go vote more.
Yep,
people are gonna show.
Democrats are going to show.
They're gonna try to do everything they can
out
to shut down everything they can and make only one vote in place, but people gonna stand in line for days. For real, because this is getting.
And they ain't gonna have no. They can't close the pollings if people are standing outside in line.
All the laws they passed to try to close polling early, close polling on Sundays, no water to the people. That's
no refreshments.
Like, dude, like, what are y'all? What?
You can't even hand out a bottle of water to people standing in line for 8 hours.
And hey, man, that's why voting is important, bro.
But the Roe versus Wade controversy is such a deeper issue. Mm-hmm. So it's honestly, it's not even it is about abortion rights, but it's really more about population.
It is.
Yep.
They're scared.
They're scared.
The country's getting too brown.
Yeah, that's what it is.
It's too brown.
It's too brown.
It's not going to save you. I don't understand.
Like
this is not going to save you.
It's not.
It's not
like
going to save you.
It is what it is. They need to accept
it.
We're mixed.
It's done.
happening.
And that's the thing that I saw too. Like I question this with a lot of Black moms. Like, mm-hmm. Who is this going to affect the most?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Low income families, low income women.
Yep.
All women across the whole low income. It don't matter what color you are. It's
exactly
affect you if you can't afford that shit.
Yep.
And you have to have that baby, and you're already broke and poor. I don't care what color you are. It's gonna be a struggle.
A struggle.
It's gonna be tough.
Yep.
And they already don't want you to have food stamps.
No, they don't want to give you food
stamps.
They
don't want to give you WIC.
No, these are the people who are against these things. They don't want WIC. They don't want food stamps.
They don't want any type of aid, but they want you to have a baby.
It's the weirdest thing ever.
But I think a lot of it is even deeper than that. I think a lot of, and y'all probably gonna think I'm a little crazy for thinking this, but I think a lot of it is too, they're realizing that the majority of the women who have abortions are white women.
Yep.
If they can stop the white women from having the abortions, then that can increase the white
Yep.
population.
But that's what I was saying.
And that's the thing.
To me,
it's
white
like
women,
they're not gonna have the kids regardless. Because to me, I just think that their entrance into the professional environment,
yes,
it changed everything.
It changed everything.
It's gone. Nobody wants to be sitting at home with
Taking
kids
care of
anymore.
kids. Yeah.
Women have seen the light. They seen they can have a profession.
Yep.
They can make their dreams. They don't have to sit at home and live their dreams precariously through their husbands. They can do what they want to do.
Yeah.
And this is it's like they want to take us back to you get in the kitchen. Because this is their only options, because they got to sit here and breastfeed all day, and they have to take care of the kid can't live the titty, and they, just stuck. And it's like a lot of men and a lot of want them back there.
Yeah, and women are like, no.
Who
we got to
would
taste
want
what
to?
it's like.
Right. Who would want to? And most, what I'm saying, most white women, I'm sorry, they're just not having as many kids as
no,
as
they're not.
They're having one, and that's it, or none.
Or none.
They don't want to have a kid.
It's all white women really don't want to have kids. We're having more kids than they
have
are.
more kids because
we're
having on
having
average
3, 4, 5
Right,
kids.
we're having 2 to 3 now on average.
Yeah, on average.
On average, we're having like 2 to 3.
At least
they're
3.
down to 1 to 2, or it's getting to the point where they're not even having kids.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just like
that's what they're really scared of that.
Yeah.
You're real scared.
Yeah.
But what can you do? You made capitalism.
Exactly.
And capitalism means everybody got to work. We can't have babies in work.
Check this. There's a couple. It's an elderly couple in India. I don't know if you guys have seen that this week, but it's an elderly couple. They're suing their son and his wife,
right?
Because they have not had a kid yet.
But you understand,
in their culture,
this is America, though, bro.
In their culture, the women, once they're married, are literally either forced or
this is America.
Pressured
she can't afford
to have children within the first few years of their marriage,
and quit a job to have a kid because y'all say so. It's hard.
And that's the thing. Like I've been reading on the story. Like the husband and the wife, they trying to sue for like 50 million rupees.
Yeah. I saw that.
It's like $600 and some odd $1,000 US dollars.
They're in India though?
Yeah, they're in India.
Oh, okay.
But in India, they can do that.
Right.
They can sue their children for not having children, for not providing them with a grandchild.
Wow.
And get this, the money that they're asking,
motherfuckers over there.
the money that they're asking for, literally, the money they're asking for is repayment for raising and sending their child to school.
Man, whatever. It's just that's some made up bullshit just because they mad. It's all bullshit.
No, it's law. They can literally sue. Their parents can sue their children.
Okay, they can sue, but they still got to win in court, right? You can't they're not just automatically win. You can sue for a lot of things. I can sue you, if I feel like it. You can sue over things, but that don't mean they're gonna win, right? What that mean?
That's crazy. That is crazy.
And they trying to say, well, the son is, the son and daughter-in-law are like, well, we haven't had kids because we both live in different cities. We are separated. We're married, but we're separated. We live in different cities to try to save money so we can buy our own house. Because they literally moved when they got married. They was living with her parents instead of his parents. So when they moved out of her parents' place, they got their own separate place so that way they could try to and they work in different cities. So they live in the cities that they work in. So now the parents are like, we sent you to school. We sent you to school in America.
Yeah, well, hey, man.
That's wild.
Yeah, that's crazy. Definitely insane.
At least America ain't like that.
I know.
Whatever. You got people doing the same pressures.
Yeah.
Same pressures. Before me and you had a kid, everybody, when y'all gonna have a kid?
That is true.
When y'all gonna have, it's the same shit.
Or why you don't have a girl?
Yeah.
I got boys.
Same shit.
Yeah.
When you gonna have a girl? Why do I have to have a girl?
It's always somebody saying something, man.
You're right. It's true.
It is. It for real is.
Somebody we can go back 5-6 years. People, when y'all gonna have it? Dude, we're chilling. We'll have a kid when we're
My
fucking
thought
ready.
is if you're putting in on this with, financially,
Right.
We can make it happen.
do that.
No,
Because
man.
kids are expensive.
They
Right.
are.
And it's a lot of work.
A lot of work. That's why I waited. We waited till we did to have the one we have. Yeah. Wait, we rating. That's how it's going down. Is that her?
You go check.
Yeah. All right. Now let's do this real fast. We got a inmate serving life for murder overpowers driver, escapes from custody in Texas. Let's bring that picture up, man. A Texas inmate serving life for murder managed to break free from his shackles, overpower a bus driver, and escape from custody. Officials said. Gonzalo Lopez, 46, was on a transport bus en route from Gatesville to Huntsville for a medical appointment when he escaped to Leon County on Thursday. The Texas Department of Criminal Justice said 2 officers on the bus, one on the front as well as one in the back, who was armed with a shotgun. This dude still got off this bus. Texas Department of Criminal Justice spokesman Robert Hurst told reporters Lopez was somehow able to get out of his shackles, get into the driver's compartment of the bus, overpower the driver of the bus, and pull the bus to the side of the road and wreck it.
What about the officer that had the gun? He ain't shoot.
He did. He shot one time, but he didn't hit dude. He was able to overpower the driver. There was a struggle. The bus went off the roadway. Lopez tried to grab the driver's service weapon, but he couldn't remove it from the holster. During the fight, the officer driving the bus was stabbed in the hand and punctured in the chest, suffering non-life threatening injuries. The officer in the back of the bus fired 2 shots into the bus rear wheels, he said. Lopez was able to drive the bus for about a mile with the flat tire before he crashed. What?
Huh?
So the dude who had the gun somehow was off the bus too.
Right.
How did he get off the bus? He must have went out the back. But why didn't he just? I don't know.
So wait, the guy is still alive?
Yeah, he's gone. He's out. They're looking for him.
Oh,
he's gone.
he's still out.
Yes,
They
he's
still,
he's
oh.
still
It's
on
a
the
manhunt.
run. Still on the
Where?
run. They offering 10,000 for anybody who has anything.
Where?
He got away. How this is?
He said, "Watch this."
Oh, I heard about it.
Oh, I need to
How
go
did
see
he
the
get out of
doctor.
his shackles?
Hulk.
And then he had some type weapon with him too, because he had to have something because he stabbed dude with something. So whatever he
shield.
had is something. Maybe he used that to get out the shackles.
Wow.
Yeah, man. This is crazy. Dude is still on the run. There, like I said,
This remind me of
$10,000.
This remind me of Tom's favorite movie.
What?
Money Talks.
What's that?
You know, with Chris Tucker and Charlie Sheen.
Oh, man,
I'm sure, like, you have got to be kidding me if you have not seen
I
Money
haven't seen that
Talks.
movie in a long time.
That's what it remind me of.
I haven't seen that in a long time, bro. So I don't even know what happened. It's been a long time. Were they stealing cars or something?
Now that's I think you're thinking about national security.
I don't know. I ain't seen.
Nah, he was on the bus and he was sitting next to a dude, and I guess there was a whole prison escape, and they killed everybody on the bus. So yeah, that's what that remind me of. Or the new Halloween movie, the latest one.
Nope. So police use technology.
Now it don't make sense if y'all don't understand.
What new Halloween movie? There's another one.
The one is just called Halloween. It came out like 2018.
Man, they makes it so many of those. I've been gave up on that shit.
It came out like 2018.
Yeah,
and it has like Jamie Lee Curtis in it again.
I think the one that just came out like this year or last year was
Halloween Kills.
The last one. Yeah,
I'm talking about the one before that one.
She's like 97, still in Halloween movies, but that's what made her though.
Jamie Lee Curtis like 60 something. She got to be like 65.
Right, I said 97, but hey, whatever. I was close. Police used technology to arrest a man in connection to 11 drive-by shootings in Phoenix, man. 11. What was this dude doing, man? Police say a single gunman was behind 11 drive-bys in the South and West Phoenix during the last 6 months, terrorizing the city, man. They use advanced technology to catch him. Officers arrested 24-year-old Manuel Sierra on Wednesday in Buckeye. According to police, Sierra targeted multiple members of one family after dating someone related to them. The first shooting happened on New Year's Eve after Sierra allegedly shot up a home and 2 cars on 25th Avenue in Baytown. After that, Sierra shot a house cars, twice in March, 6 times in April, and twice in May. There were people inside the house in half of the shootings, but no one was hurt, police says. He also sent threatening texts to family members. According to police, the violence potential and the violence shown in these instances is unacceptable, and the Phoenix Police Department does everything it can to investigate. It's just crazy, man.
But he got away with it 10 times prior to the 11th.
It's hard, man, because these guns, it's hard. It's just drive by and shoot. Nobody seen them. Nobody, it's hard. You got to go by, hopefully witness, get something or see something. It's just too many fucking guns out here. Like I say all the time, man. It's just too many guns out here.
In the same family. You targeted 11 people.
Yeah, it was over a girl.
Hell nah. Excuse my French, but no.
Over a girl. He dated her.
Yeah.
She probably dumped him.
Yep.
He felt like the family was the reason why they broke up or whatever, and he started shooting at the people. Now you're gone forever. You're never going. Now you're gonna be somebody's girl. Good luck. Dumb. Dumb, man.
Yeah.
And you finna get time too, bro.
You gave up Brittany for a dude named Bubba and yourself. Over with.
Good luck, man. Over some dumb shit, dog. And he's booked in with 18 felony charges. He's done.
Done.
I mean, he's so dumb, dude.
He's
Over
not
some
getting out.
Dumb, stupid shit. All right, man. So we're gonna talk about these idiots today, man. These boys, they get the jackass, the donkey, all that of the week,
The
man.
donkey of the day. I already pulled up the picture because I knew exactly who he was talking about.
Young Thug, YSL gang, ridiculous, dude. Then one of the cats found out today, which one is it?
I don't know.
Young Reed or Young Deed? I don't even want to mess his name up, but he found out he's gone. He's not even here anymore. So half of these cats that went to jail. Another couple of them is dead. We don't know why.
I saw something about this the other day. So I guess in 2015, I guess now Lil Wayne is a victim because I guess they tried to shoot
tried
up.
to kill Lil Wayne.
They tried to shoot up his tour bus.
Yeah, it was a couple cats they tried to kill.
It was him, some other dude named YFN Lucci, I guess.
Yeah, man.
And it was one other guy.
Yeah, they
tried to shoot him up.
They've been on something for a while, and they had promising careers, but they threw it all out to be gangsters. This is the type of shit I be talking about, man. They real. They do that shit. They be and that's type of stuff we like. Oh, they be doing that. We like that stuff, man. And then go online. Everybody laughing at them. They going to jail, but we all buying their music, pumping them up, putting them on the pedestal, talking about Young Thug this, Young Thug that. Buy his music. He ain't talking about nothing but shooting up people. He had a dress and some big long gun one time. We loved it. They talked about him in the dress, but we love it.
Free Young Thug.
Well, the game came out talking about all this. And dude, I swear, man, you got to take responsibility for what you do. And dog, look, man, you can't live this life and talk and think it's gonna be different because you do music or rap. Stay out this shit, man. There's no reason to be. Why would they get they got a RICO indictment, man?
I can only think right now of like two modern day real.
Sons of Anarchy got a RICO indictment.
Right.
All the people they was killing. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is bad, dude. And he's supposed to be a rapper. These are what we're looking up to. This is what the kids are looking up to, man. These are the cats that we're putting on the pedestal and saying this the influence for the now.
He got another charge on him because when they raided his house, they found drugs and guns.
Yeah,
like
he
a
got all
sawed-off
type-
shotgun,
all type
sawed-off assault rifle.
What's the purpose in all the guns? I don't understand.
'Cause
Why
they-
do they have to have so many?
Murder, kill.
It's one thing to have one to protect your family, okay, but why sawed off? You said a sawed off shotgun.
Yeah, sawed-off shotgun, assault rifle.
Like, what do you need with an assault rifle?
They think they Rambo, man. They really think they're Rambo. They really do. All these people think that they ready to go to war and die. They're
Wow.
ready.
I don't like talking about them no more.
They're just.
I'm excited for the other story.
I wish that we would switch it up, man. I mean, these guys, they keep singing about these killings and robbings and murders, and we think that it's no connection, man.
Well, we need to learn how to cancel culture because if
Man,
the minute someone speaks about another company or organization, they
they
quick
get they
to
cancel.
cancel them out. So why can't we
P.
cancel
Diddy
them
said
out?
he wants to cancel culture.
Right,
Cancel culture.
right. We're okay with this. Unfortunately, we're okay with this as a people seeing black men getting shot down. I think if this was white dudes talking like this, white
Mhm.
people would be losing their
Yeah.
fucking minds. This music would be banned
Yep.
everywhere. But
I
we okay with it. We okay with our shit, our people getting gunned down in music.
You don't
okay.
see these things happening in
You
other
don't.
music
You
genres.
don't.
Hey,
I
we're okay with
I
it. Like I
text
said, we're okay.
I texted Unc the other day. What'd I tell you?
Oh, you talking about our generation and
Man,
violence?
right. That's great. That like
And like I told you, it's not your generation, bro. It's every generation.
Mhm.
like
We've been like
you know
this
what I
since
mean?
the 70s. It's people have been insane for 40 years, man. We have been on some crazy shit for a while, man. In the 70s, we was looking at pimp culture and what these cats was doing on the street with the heroin. We thought that shit was cool. So then the 80s, here come the 80s with all the cocaine and the gangs.
Yep.
The 90s
Kingpins.
was even
90s
worse
thug
with
life, all
the gangs and it's just
And you got movies like Paid in Full that glorify
they
these
love
type
it.
of lifestyles.
They love it.
Juice
Yeah.
They
was
love it. And
one.
they're all great
Belly.
movies.
Yeah.
They're all good
How
movies.
high?
But we take it to another level where
Yeah.
we're living these movies, where we're
Yeah.
like, oh, I am this. Like, stop it. It's
Oh,
a
what was that one
movie.
movie? Minister Society,
We love it, man.
Yeah.
Boys in the Hood.
These are our best, our greatest movies. We don't have movies that's not lust and violence.
And if we do, I hate to say, but
Where's
they
our good
suck.
story? Where are our love stories? Where are our good stories?
Loving
Where
Basketball.
are
I
the-
like Loving Basketball. I like that one.
I
But they
love
don't make
basketball.
movies like that
Anymore.
No, they
And I
Because
feel like
even
they
like
just make
Love Jones and stuff,
Right.
that was back in
sucky.
the 90s.
Yeah.
They make
Yeah.
like sucky movies
So,
now. Like when
you're
it's
right.
at black.
right.
Like look at Space Jam. Look
But
at
that's not a
Space
black.
Jam.
That's
for
not a.
kids
That's
too,
starting
so.
a black. That's starting a black person, but that's not a black movie.
right.
You know what I mean? That's
What
not
about the first one?
directed and written by black people. Nah, man, that's Looney Tunes, man. That's WB. That's Warner Brothers.
Yeah, okay. I get okay.
You know what I mean? That's their movie. But you know, I'm
I
still
can't
like,
think of one right
hey,
now. Oh, Black. Well, no, I ain't can
I
say Black
like
Panther.
what Peele is doing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Jordan Peele,
I
yeah.
love what Jordan Peele is doing because he's amazing, and I love what he's doing. And his movies are always coming from a different
And he's
point
funny.
of view. We know that he's hilarious, but
Yeah.
his movies, I just love the horrors because nobody black was doing horrors.
Nope.
He the only one,
And he has a message.
right?
All of his,
All
even
of
if
it
it's
has
a horror.
it's hidden,
Yep.
it's hidden messages, and you can take what you want to from it,
Yeah.
but it's dope.
Yeah.
And I love what he's doing because I'm like, dog, we were not doing horror movies. Like, can you believe
And if they did,
nobody's
if we
doing
did,
this genre?
And if
Right.
we did, I hate to say it, but they sucked.
Yeah, no, you're right.
What
They were
about
bad.
Bones? You remember Bones?
Yeah, I remember that. That was bad. You're right. We have done a couple. They was pretty bad.
The Snoop Dogg, yeah.
What was it? Tales from the
Oh,
Hood.
Tales from the Hood.
Yeah.
Oh my, Blackula.
But
Oh,
Tales from the
man.
Hood is still a classic, though. You know what I mean? The little miniature little dudes running around
Mhm.
killing them. They had a couple stories that was decent in that, but it still was ignorant at the same time.
Yeah, I can't even think of any movies right now that's like
Nah,
really
man,
black.
we definitely need to venture out, man.
There's movies with black people in it.
Right,
but
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like people will say Black Panther. Black Panther is made by. You know what I mean?
It's definitely was created by white people, but the director
It
of the
glorifies black people.
movie, they directed black people. They hired black people to create the movie, but it is still
Written by white people.
Marvel and Disney.
Right.
So
I don't know.
yeah, man. So 28 people was indicted in this shit. 56 count indictment. Young Slime Life members, Young Thug, Jeffrey Lamar Williams, Gunner. It's just too many of them, man. I don't feel sorry for them, man, because they had a way out and they didn't take it, and they decided to still do the same dumb shit that we're trying to get away from.
They calling they were saying YSL was supposed to be a lifestyle. It's not a gang. It's a lifestyle.
Right. But they was putting out hits supposedly.
Right.
And if they got a RICO on you, they got proof, unfortunately. They got proof. I just
lost. That's
yeah,
unfortunate.
exactly. I hate to say they tried to kill a little dude who was in jail. You know, they just They're just tripping, man. But you got anything else?
Yeah, I do. Let's go ahead and get into. We can go ahead and discuss Kendrick Lamar's
Clap
new
it up, clap it up,
album,
clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up, clap it up.
Yeah, that's good, man.
Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers.
Yeah, man. I love
Less
when
than
he
a
drops.
week before the release of the new LP,
Mhm.
Lamar dropped The Heart Part 5, which is his first song as the lead artist since 2018 and is the latest in his long-running The Heart series, single series. Historically, Lamar has shared these tracks as a prelude to the bigger project. Part 5 arrived with a music video directed by Dave Free and Lamar, in which you can see Lamar
Deep fakes.
morphs his face into a whole bunch of different deep fakes, such
Mhm.
as O.J. Simpson, Will Smith, Jesse Smollett,
Just people who are
Sommelier.
just people who made
Kobe
the news.
Bryant,
Yeah.
who have passed
Yeah.
or have done dumb shit.
Right.
Right.
They
Um,
I can show this picture real quick. Is it okay if I show this picture real quick? It's the picture of the hands. They have they put a new cover for the hand as hands of the people who he deep faked into.
I know what you mean.
No, me either. Anyway,
Y'all see it. Y'all see.
he's done all of this as a prelude to him launching his website, Oklahoma.
Okay.
So since this is going to be his last and final album with this recording label, I think that he's placing he basically said he had 2 years of writer's block
Mm.
before completing this project. So he took him 2 years to even, because it's been 5 years since we had the last album. So 2 years of that writer's block couldn't come out with anything.
Right.
The next 3 years spent in the studio creating and doing all of his visuals for his entire project. And not only that, launching his own website. So I think he's kind of trying to pull himself to go independent, kind of like the way Jay-Z did with Tidal.
Well,
So I think that's what his website is going to.
a streaming service.
Yeah, I think that's the
That makes sense.
way it may go.
Whatever.
Well, no,
It's crazy.
we'll see what
the
happens
album-
with the website.
I enjoyed the album. It's just more chill. You know what I mean? It's not like his last one.
More grown up music.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
more like
He's getting a little older, getting closer to 40.
Yeah, so he's trying to put
and he has a lot of shit to say, man. And he's I always
the
like
messages that he has. Yeah, definitely.
It's dope.
But we have that, and then we can also talk about Travis Scott being sued yet again. This time, Travis Scott is being sued for wrongful death. One of the fans that attended Astroworld claims that she suffered a miscarriage after being trampled at Astroworld. She's saying that she suffered injuries so severe that they resulted in her miscarriage. It says that she sustained injuries to her shoulder, back, chest, leg, stomach, and other parts of her body.
Why you at concert pregnant though, man?
Exactly. That was my thing. So she initially
don't know how far she was.
filed a lawsuit right after Astroworld happened back in November. But a month later, she updates the lawsuit to include the miscarriage. So the miscarriage happened a month later than she is.
But if that was the cause of it, then you know what I'm saying? She has the right to sue. It's like the parents for that dumb shit have the right to sue. You can sue and what? You can sue for
Yeah,
anything.
and no, in Texas, it is a law. It is one of the laws in Texas that you can sue for miscarriages, but they're not. There's no proof on whether or not she suffered the miscarriage because of the incident in Astroworld, or if the fetus was not viable to begin with, and that's what
How
caused
do
the
you know what
miscarriage.
fucking proof they have, man? You don't know. You don't know. She could have had a doctor who could come in and say,
According to all the documents and the information that's been released, she has none of those documents that have proof that this is what really caused her
I wouldn't think that
miscarriage.
she would come out with that proof too.
She's only
the
saying
media.
that she got kicked in the stomach. She was trampled and got kicked in the stomach
I'm not
by
going
other fans at Astro World.
Okay.
So she's trying to say like they didn't properly they didn't have enough security on site to properly prevent the incident from happening.
They didn't.
And that's what caused her miscarriage. No, you can't say that somebody else caused your miscarriage.
I don't know, man. That's on you. You can say that.
She filed the lawsuit after it happened. Yeah.
I don't know.
I sustained injuries from your event. So I'm filing a lawsuut.
But what I'm saying is
but more than 30 days later, now I've had a miscarriage. Now I'm gonna update my so the question is, did she know prior to going to the concert that she was pregnant? B, question 2 is, how far along in the pregnancy was she?
Why would any of that matter?
Because if she was in her first trimester before that 14 weeks, we don't know if
that doesn't matter though, man.
If any of that,
the only thing she has to do is prove that she was pregnant. Prove that
and how far along she was.
No, she doesn't have to prove that.
Yeah, that's what they're asking for in all their documents and all the articles that I've seen. They're always that's one of the top questions they're asking is how far along was she?
Okay, that doesn't matter though. But if you say so, she was pregnant and she had physical harm happen to her. That's all she really has to prove. That's all she really has to prove. Something physically happened to her at this concert. She was there, and she was pregnant, and she could win. Now this is up to it's going to be up to people to make that decision.
Right.
If they have a whole bunch of people like you in the thing she's done.
Hey, I'm just questioning because like
they have other people who might
it's just like
think that she has it's like I said, she has a case, unfortunately. That's why the lawyer took it. Because they're like, you have a fucking case.
75% of women who get pregnant experience a miscarriage.
Okay.
So that means only 25% of women who get pregnant carry a baby full term the first time.
Right.
So we don't know that if her miscarriage was because of this harm that was done to her, or if the miscarriage was done because the fetus was not viable due to whatever health condition or whatever.
Is I can kick a girl in the stomach and then be like, it could be from something else. 75% of them don't make it. You know what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying?
She has to have. She's gonna have to have some sort of testings done that proves that this is the cause of her miscarriage.
I don't know if she has to. If there's gonna be a test to prove that. I think the only thing she really has to prove is that something physically happened to her and that she was actually pregnant.
I just think, to me, because she waited so long from when she initially filed the lawsuit. The initial lawsuit did not include her having harm to her stomach area.
I understand that. But maybe she didn't know at that time.
That's what I'm saying. So that's where my questions come in. Did she know she was pregnant when she attended the concert?
Right. But then these are questions, and you're not going to get answer to those questions. So
that's if she goes to court, that's going to be a question she has to. Did you know you were pregnant when you attended this concert?
Right. I'm saying that's questions.
Did you know how far along you were when you attended this concert?
It doesn't answer the question.
Why would you go to a concert when you're this far along in a pregnancy? Those are going to be things that she's going to have to answer.
All right. Let's move on, man. Shit. I'm going to go on to sports, man. The Warriors last night, no, they won. They went on to put Memphis out.
Game 6, Clay. Stop. Warriors in 7 again. Well, against Dallas probably.
But we got Suns and the Mavs tomorrow, and Bucks at Celts tomorrow. And then, dude, it doesn't bother me that you are Suns hater. There's a lot of Suns haters in Phoenix.
I can tell.
Most of the people here are Suns haters, and they've been here their whole lives. So it's just like.
And then you got people who
weird as fuck. You've been here your whole life, and you hate on your own teams. But it's like a thing to do here, to hate on your own teams. It's cool.
Yeah. And then you got people that come from, like Jimmy, who ain't never been to the state.
You don't have to be somewhere to like a team.
No, you don't. You can do whatever you want to do.
But that don't mean that you gonna sit and hate on the people that
games you can go to here.
Right.
And you can support the team.
Yeah, I'll go support the Warriors when they come in town.
You support a city you're not from. And
I'm
you know what I
not.
mean?
I'm not.
That's why
supporting-
people look at you weird
because I'm not
and like you crazy because
I'm
you
not-
supporting somewhere where you're not from or you don't
I'm
live.
not supporting. I'm not supporting San Francisco. I'm supporting the Warriors
Hey, man,
organization.
I'm always gonna give you a womp.
Like
You're not from San Francisco, man.
I'm not saying I am.
Right.
But you
I always
support
say
their
this.
team.
Hey, man, I've said it online. People don't agree with me. I don't like bandwagon fans. That's just the way I am. People don't agree with me. If you're not from there, why are you going for that team? That's just how I am.
What
If
am
you
I-
don't have,
in
if
St.
you're
in
not
St.
from
Louis-
that place,
in St.
Or
Louis,
have
what am-
ever been to that place.
if you're from a place like St. Louis who doesn't have teams, I do understand in a way. You do have Illinois team and Chicago teams that's only 300 miles away.
like the Bulls.
You got the Phoenix, Memphis team that's only 300 miles. You could actually go see this team and go watch them. That's only 200, 300 miles away. So you have options. But you would say, nah, whoever won the championship last year, that's who I'm with. And that's what I don't like about bandwagon fans. That's what everybody
That's what they mostly do.
LeBron James fans, they hate me too.
Oh,
Because
LeBron
but
James
don't
fans, they the worst.
they got 4
Whatever
jerseys.
team he on,
That's
that's
what they
that's
with.
who they that's
I
the
don't
team
like
they
the
a fan
team. I'm just a fan of LeBron.
Yeah.
I understand, but that don't mean you have to go for that.
for that team. Any team he's on, that's the team they're gonna
You
root
gon-
for because
right.
he's on that team.
And that's weird to me. I think that's
I don't
weird.
know. I like who I like.
I think that's weird. You can like whoever you want to write, but what I think is weird is what I think is weird, right?
I guess.
Right.
Even
Okay.
though what you think is weird to me.
Right, exactly. It might be cool to you. That this is new generation of just like, oh, new team. Whoever my player go to,
That's
that's
why
the team I'm
that's
rooting for.
right.
That's weird to me. If you leave my team,
It's fuck you.
fuck you. Peace out. That's my team. That's my team. We're not with players. We're with teams. That's the way you root for a team. You don't root for a player. I like Kobe, but I'm not a Lakers fan. I don't want to see them win. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
true.
We ain't gonna get a concert here. I mean, we ain't gonna get this parade in Phoenix. I ain't gonna be able to see that. If they win here, we go to the parade. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We kick it.
If Phoenix wins this year, y'all going through the parade?
Yep.
Yeah, we would go. You would go. What you know what I'm saying? Like,
Nope, I'm staying home.
Right,
With my
exactly.
Golden State Warriors jersey.
Exactly.
I'm gonna pull up with a Steph
So-
Curry jersey
Right.
on.
how dumb is that? And if you're not from there, it doesn't make any sense.
Middle fingers up to Chris Paul.
Our city is winning. We're celebrating the city. The city's having fun. We're doing fun. We all live here. This is our city, and we got
Okay,
people
okay.
like,
I'm gonna say like
Nah,
this. I'm gonna say
I'm
like
with
this.
that city. Like, we'll move there.
I like,
Right.
I like
Get up outta here.
I like the Warriors, but I also support Phoenix. That makes sense.
No, you don't, because you
No.
always hating on Phoenix.
Always hating.
No, I don't like the Suns. I like Phoenix as a city. I love it way more than St. Louis, but I can't say, oh, I
You
love.
don't
Go,
like
I
our
love.
teams.
I can't say, oh, I love San Francisco.
I didn't like the Steve Nash Phoenix Suns team.
Nah, they sucked.
I ain't gonna lie to you.
They was garbage.
I still was a Suns fan, but I didn't represent real hard because I just knew we didn't have a chance in hell to win. 'Cause
we didn't have nothing.
Steve Nash didn't play no defense. I liked
None.
him. He was good, man. Great player. He didn't deserve either
He was
MVP.
better on the Bulls.
and
That's all I'm gonna say.
they didn't like that. So hey, but
We do have one final thing after we finish with sports.
Look at her, excited.
no, I wanted to talk about. We saw Doctor Strange last week. We thought it was a really good movie. I didn't mean to do that. It was good, man. I really liked it. And for those who wanted much more than what they got, I think that you need to tamper down your expectations
When it
on
comes
these
to
movies,
Marvel movies.
because you guys wanting everything in these movies nowadays is getting really out of hand, and I'm sick.
And
of
then
crying
it fucks the
online.
ratings of the movie. The movie was really good.
It's a decent movie, man. We don't need,
but
we didn't
people
need
expected
Tom
so
Cruise.
much
We
and
didn't
so
need
many cameos that they
Deadpool.
expected.
Exactly.
And all
Yeah.
the rumors they thought was gonna be there wasn't there.
And
So now they
didn't
mad.
learn from
I feel like-
Wanda about this shit. They're not learning that you got to stop trying to guess what's going to be in the movie and just go watch it.
Right.
I feel like the superior Iron Man would have been more believable than Deadpool, honestly.
But you
Yeah,
had
yeah.
Iron Man in there. The Iron Man was in there with his Ultrons.
No, he wasn't.
The Ultrons, Multiverse of Madness, those was their version of Iron Man.
Right,
that was
but-
his creation. He was able
Right,
to
I
control
understand
that.
But Iron Man wasn't in the movie. what we're talking about.
Yes, he may not have physically been in the movie, but his presence was in the movie through his robots.
Okay.
So that to me showed
Iron
that.
Man.
Yeah, that's as soon as I saw the robots, I was like, oh, that's Iron Man. I already knew that that's what that was just by looking the way the robots were made.
All right, but he wasn't in the movie, so people were disappointed. So that I thought it was good. You know what I mean? So let's go on to the game.
All right. So in the final exam, there are 5 questions.
All right.
You get 3 out of the 5 correct, and we will donate to your charity of choice.
Sorry.
The first question: which government act in 1934 created the FCC?
The Government Act 1934 that created the FCC. I have no idea.
Don't look over here because you know I don't know.
I'm like, that created the FCC. Hold on. I feel like I should know this. I learned this in history, but it was so long ago. I don't remember. I don't know. Yeah, that's fine. Y'all.
That's going to be the Communications Act.
I knew that I should have known that.
Question 2: what type of media does the FCC not regulate?
Pornography.
Does not regulate. I know they regulate broadcast because they censor everything. Is it print?
It is not print.
It's not print. Who do they not regulate? Is it social?
Gonna give
Like, I'm like,
they do not regulate cable.
really?
Oh yeah, that's right. You can
Cable?
say whatever you want to on cable.
Really?
That's why they be saying all those F-bombs on what's the name of that damn show?
I guess I did not realize that.
South Park.
Yep, on South Park.
Oh, that still comes on?
Yeah. Oh
I did
yeah.
not know that.
Unfortunately.
Wow.
They're only releasing like every now and then now. They're not
Yeah,
doing,
they're
like,
not
hour
doing-
specials.
yeah.
Family Guy?
Yeah, they're not doing
Weekly episodes
weekly
anymore.
But they do like specials every now and then.
Yeah.
Hmm.
All right. Next question. How long does copyright exist after the creator's death? And what happens to the material afterwards?
6 months and sold. I'm trying to be helpful.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to
That's
remember.
a hard one.
Yeah.
I say it's 50 years after their death, and it goes into the I forget the name of it. We go to it all the time. I forget the name of it.
Well, you're close, but you're not close. 20 years off.
It's 70 years.
Yes. Copyright exists for 70 years after the creator's death. And once the 70 years has passed, the material goes into the public domain.
Domain. Damn it. And I know that. I'm gotta get a lot of stuff from there. I like going there and finding old stuff. I know that. Public
Right.
domain.
Next question. What year did Sports Illustrated debut?
Was it 1995?
No.
It can't be. It was probably earlier than that.
Was it earlier? Look, I'm
I'm gonna say 72.
I don't know, 1950.
Jimmy was the closest.
Really? Is that old?
Is it that old? See, I don't.
Sports Illustrated debuted in 1954.
Wow, it's been around that long.
Look at me.
Because you Googling.
No, I'm not.
I'm like,
Cheating.
I've never really looked at it.
It ain't nobody gonna get it right. I might as well.
All right. Next question.
Hey.
Name the term that refers to the debate for control and regulation of the internet?
Monitoring? I don't know.
Control and regulation. Who knows this stuff? Like who? This is like who?
I remember. It was called Net Zero. Net. Net. Damn. It was net something.
Just give yourself a womp womp
What
on
was
that
it,
one.
man?
It's net neutrality.
It was what?
Net
Net neutrality.
net
Yeah,
neutrality.
I knew it was net something. You're gonna try to play me like I'm dumb. Net something.
But it wasn't net zero.
So I knew it was net something. I remember that because the dude with the Reese's Pieces cup, they on John Oliver,
Oh
he was
my
going in
gosh.
on him.
He goes with the Reese's Pieces
Remember?
cup.
He had a cup, and then it was really big. And dude on John Oliver was talking shit about him
Mm-hmm.
because he was mad about that. It's net neutrality. Yeah, right.
Yeah, net neutrality.
Yeah, right. I remember net zero. And net same thing.
No, it's not the same thing.
Net number. Is it totality or true?
Neutrality.
Oh, neutral.
Quick zoom in on Demi real quick.
Totality.
Quick zoom in on Demi. That's how you feel?
All the noise. So did Harbor win the game?
Yeah.
She had some hard questions today.
Well,
Those
hey,
are
everything
journalistic
was
questions.
journalism
The
based.
hardest journalistic questions ever.
I learned that back in I don't know when did I graduate.
And you know what? All the questions that I pulled was from college flashcards.
Yep, that's what I'm saying. It was from school.
They were all college flashcards.
Say hi.
I was like, it sounds familiar.
But we do thank you for playing,
No problem.
even though
Yeah,
we get to keep our money this week.
that's fine. That's cool. I appreciate it.
Next
The
time,
thought.
maybe.
Thank you for playing. And that's it today, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's put the headphones on. Okay. Let's go ahead and end it out then. We had a great show. Thank you for coming through. Tell everybody how to get in contact with you, how to find your website, where you at on Instagram, Facebook, all your pages, and how to get you.
Yeah, so the website is www.azcoffee.com, and that's COFFEA. We are on Instagram and Facebook as Arizona Coffee Mag MAG. So be sure to follow us and share our content with everyone you know.
Definitely, and thank you again for coming through. We really appreciate it, Miss Pickett, and thank everybody. Right on Iesha, right on Jimmy, and Demi's in the house as you can hear. And thank you. Check you out next week. Peace.
Holla, holla.